Previously on Virginia Football, the building of a program.
Woo! You in trouble today.
We're throwing deep, baby. That's it.
For 13 days, the Virginia Cavaliers have been in training camp. Even as the final push begins, fundamentals remain the focus for defensive coordinator Jim Reed.
All right, today, install meeting. We need to play fast today. Now, we need to work at game speed. That's what we have to work at, both sides. When the ones and twos are giving the one offense a look, it's got to be game speed. We get just as much out of it. We need to tackle. We need to tackle correctly by thudding up and wrapping our arms. That is the number one goal coming out of last year for this spring, and it continues to be. Don't get sloppy here. Don't get sloppy. No touch and run bys, all right?
While the meeting room focuses on long-term goals, the practice field remains a study in abrupt actions.
Violent hands! Violent hands! That's it! That's it!
Quick violent hands, let's go. Good, hands inside now. Good, here we go.
Well, I tell you, we've got some hard-working guys, because they're really flying around the football field right now.
Hit, let's go. Here we go. Step at your down hand. Hit. Left-handed stance, here we go.
Not always doing things right, but we're flying around the field, and there's a lot of high energy right now.
After the defense finished second to last in the ACC against the run in 2009, Virginia's front four is determined to anchor the Cavaliers.
That's it, good. Let's go who we get up.
Some missteps are rooted in fundamentals.
That was great intensity, now a little bit better technique. Okay, here we go. Step on the hat. That's it, good. Here you go. Now look what you did, you ruined my hat. Okay, it's all right. Here we go.
Other miscues result from switching from a 3-4 defense to a 4-3.
Did you get base block, Jake? Jake, did you get base block?
Yes, sir.
Well, hell, get your head outside. Nothing can get outside in eye technique. When you play a new style of defense, your keys, your reads, your gap control is a little bit different. Hold it. You come off, right? Stay on him for a couple steps, right? You understand? Where are you going?
Down on his hip.
Get on its hip. It's double chip. Go again. And so we're trying to refine some of our techniques that we use in our new defense. If that happens, we got to be here. And press his outside pad up, keep my head in the big gap and stay up. You understand?
You know, you have to keep working at it. You can't get frustrated. What you want to do when you're going in the inside is try to get that outside hand inside of his outside hand. All right? It's the same, it's just the opposite of when we're going to the outside, okay? Now you got to protect your outside number.
Because UVA's interior line is undersized, a premium has been placed on technique and speed.
Get out of your stance. Slow. Too slow. Too slow out of your stance. Too slow out of your stance.
Come on, fast now, Cam. Let's go. Fast as you can. Just want to see smoke coming out of the heels of your feet. That's it, good. There you go, good work, good for you.
It's two-a-days right now, so it's tough pushing yourself during two-a-days, but this is part of it. The big thing right now for us is concentration. Hard counts today affected us because we jumped offside a couple times. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Key the ball. Cotton in your ears. We talk about cotton in our ears, and what we mean by that is we're not listening to the sound. Do we move on sound? Do we move on sound? We're keying the football. We're moving on the football and not listening to sound, not any kind of hard count. You understand? Right there. That's what we're moving on. Hey, cotton in our ears. Key the ball. Here we go. Here we go.
Practice in the morning.
If size was measured by heart, Virginia's defensive tackles would be huge. 245-pound John Kevin Dulce was voted a team captain despite only one career start.
You all set, John Kevin? Yes, sir. All right, big fella, I know you are. Nice, oh yeah. Great hands, yeah. Get the ball out, that's it, good work.
You get the red call? You got my red call?
It's uncommon for a defensive tackle to be voted team captain.
Let's go fast. Get out of it. Good, there you go.
With number 96, Nick Jenkins, the Virginia players have chosen two.
And they're great leaders. And they know what we want as far as effort, preparation, and concentration.
Like when he said there, should Nick have stayed on the guard or moved over to the center because he came to him?
He came to him, so he's the looper.
Okay.
Jenkins has a number of traits that Coach Reed admires, and one that makes him jealous.
Good job. And you have a great ability to grow your hair. Tell you what, I'm just jealous of this hairdo right here. Wish I had like that. I'm jealous because, you know, when's the last time you got a haircut? I can believe it.
While Coach Reed likes to keep things light, defensive line coach Jeff Hansen prefers a heavier approach.
Hey, that's all because you weren't ready to play. You understand? You did a good job, but now we got to squeeze it, but you weren't ready to play when the ball was snapped. Are you the sweet technique over here? Get your head in your gap, big gap. You just shuffle it, drive your feet. That's just stupid. It's just stupid. I'm tired of it. I'm a very detailed guy. And when I see something on the field, when someone does something very good, then I'm going to praise them for it. Yeah! Good job! Good job, Billy! When I see somebody that's not where he's supposed to be or uses the wrong technique that we're teaching or doesn't get upfield on pass rush, then I'm out there telling them, feet, but get in there, Jay! Will you get in there with your feet? Don't work outside. Won't fight it. Won't fight to get inside where he belongs. And what everybody needs to understand, I'm a teacher. And I'm going to teach them how to play, how to do things right. And when they do things wrong, I'm going to teach them how to do things right and correct them. You know what? There's no detail. Get your foot on his foot, your hand on his foot. Here we go. No detail, Harrington.
We want our players to understand we're not ever disrespecting anything about them, but we are saying something about the technique or the that you used, or your hand placement, or your steps, and that has nothing to do with you as a person. It just has something to do with you and the action that you took. This is an art. This isn't just a bunch of guys running around out there like you're in the back of a schoolyard. This is an artwork here we're doing.
The mentality that we want here at Virginia is that we want tough, hard, physical guys that give great effort every play. We want our front to control everything. And if we can do that, we'll be very successful at whatever we do. And we've been pretty good at that so far.
That's nice. I tell you, they did really well there. All in all, we're really not that far behind where we would like to be. Nice job. Let me tell you what. Way to go, D! And we'll find out how good we are on the 4th of September.
Drop step turnaround jumper. Yes. Thurston ahead of the pack. Down the baseline layup good with the right hand. Here's Moore driving left baseline. Yes. And the foul. Behind the defense to Edwards. 15-footer. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3.
Season tickets are on sale now.
With camp winding down, head coach Mike London begins to shift the focus toward game preparation.
The offensive emphasis, the defense will give a look, kind of a show team, and then flip the script, and then defensive emphasis and whatever the offensive show team will show. So going to start doing things that are going to allow us to start gearing towards what our opponent does.
All right, time to get loose. Time to get loose. Let's go.
The Cavaliers' new offensive philosophy will place a greater emphasis on the tight end position in both the passing attack
Good, Jake. Nice hands.
and the running game.
All right, get them toes up the field in your stance. Be powerful when you kick. Feel strong. Here we go. Set. Hut. Quick feet. Quick feet. Quick feet. Do it again. One more time. Your base is too wide. I want your bait. That's why there's boards here. It doesn't have to be way out here because then you can't move. Just tighten your base. Shorter steps. Here we go.
Oh, we need to work on everything. I mean, from run blocking to pass blocking to route running to route catching.
Ooh, that's two, Andrew. Come on. It's the quickest way to offensive tackle. Drop a few passes.
We need to improve every day in every phase of the game, and that's what we're striving to do, and hopefully each day we get a little bit better.
With greater expectations for the position come greater demands on the players.
Your open's not bad. Your second step's got to come more outside. Here we go. Same look. Set. Hut. Get it up the field. Tack with it. All right, I want your shoulder square on the third step, though.
Number 83, tight end Joe Torsha, missed all of spring practice because of off-season shoulder surgery. Training camp has given the senior captain a chance to cement his role in the offense.
Well, Joe was a starting tight end before we got here. He was a starter on the last year's team, and we're in a spring ball. He was still number one, even though he was injured and didn't participate. And we told all the other guys, hey, if you have a great spring and you earn the starting job in spring ball, you'll come back as number one. They all had good springs, but none of them had a great spring, so nobody usurps Joe's position. So Joe came back as a starter this fall, and he's held on to it to this point.
Let's go, Joe. You're up.
I think mentally he's right there in it. What happens is when you miss his pass protection, he didn't get to work that full speed in pads, so he's adjusting to the speed of the game.
Good. Keep your shoulder square, Joe, so he can't beat you over the top.
Getting back up to speed has had a few roadblocks.
You don't get catch balls from a quarterback throwing full speed in traffic, and so I think he's adjusting to some of those things. Hey, Joe, you need to rent Tin Cup. Get rid of the shakes. You're dropping too many balls out here. Go rent the movie Tin Cup. See what the cure for the shakes are, right?
For Torsha, the best way to cure drop passes is to knock the rust off by catching more passes. Whether it's a player or a program, achieving greatness can't be rushed. It's a process, one that develops through long-term commitment. Programs are built not by players who assume greatness, but by those who are willing to work to become even greater. Number 89, Colter Phillips, was challenging for the starting job. Then tragically, he was forced to leave training camp following the death of his father in a plane crash.
Well, Colter right now he was a second-team tight end before he left, and he was battling for the starting position. When he gets back, we'll throw him right back in the thick of things and see what he can do. And he's right there in the mix. He's an important part of this football team. And I know his dad would want him to be out here playing football, and his dad will be up above watching every game, and I'm sure Colter will have a great season.
Colter's return will provide a boost to a tight end core filled with freshmen and sophomores still working to find their footing. Big plays come from yards after the catch, but even the most sure-handed receivers will falter if they can't stay on their feet.
There you go! Hey, I can't wait for the day that you catch a ball and not fall down. You're like Weebles Wobble and they do fall down. Come on, keep your feet. Let's go.
Virginia's tight ends must stand tall if they're going to play a greater role in the Cavaliers' new offense. Much is new on grounds this time of year. August 2010 marks the beginning of new president Teresa Sullivan's tenure at the university. At her initial meeting with the athletic department staff, it becomes clear President Sullivan is a fan.
When I was interviewed to be provost at Michigan, I said to them, I don't think it's really necessary that your provosts know the difference between a nickel package and a dime package, but I do. And of course, I have had the great thrill of being associated with big-time athletics for a while now. And so I look forward now to being associated with you. Well, I like the motto of uncompromised excellence. I think it does a great job of summarizing that we want our football program, as we want all our programs here, to be excellent, but to do it within the context of integrity, of being good people first, good students second, good athletes third.
President Sullivan later joins Coach London at the McHugh Center, where she has a chance to communicate this message directly to the team.
I know from my experience how valuable the football team is to the students, and indeed it's valuable to the entire university community. Your games are the focal point that bring together the whole family, and I'm really looking forward to a new era of Virginia football under new head coach Mike London. I know you've been working hard for the past few weeks to prepare for the season. I'm sure you're looking forward, I know I'm looking forward to the season opener against University of Richmond on September 4th. I'm going to be there September 4th. I'll be cheering you all season long. Go Hoos.
President Sullivan's enthusiasm is balanced with a clear understanding of the processes and the patience needed to build a program.
I will be very happy if this team works hard, and the success will follow that. I don't have a particular timetable for it. It's a challenging conference schedule, and it always will be, because we want to play tough competition, but that's how you improve your skill. So I think in this first couple of years of rebuilding, it's more than the win-loss schedule, it's how hard everybody plays.
This community is hungry for a winner. When we had some big wins, when the crowd got behind it, if you come in here and see what this place is like, it's a basketball-first arena. It's all geared towards basketball. It's daunting. I've played in Madison Square Garden, I've been in the NBA playoffs, I've played in major college venues, and I haven't seen one that's as nice and as imposing and as rowdy as John Paul Jones Arena.
I'm a caretaker and I'm a servant, because I serve the student athletes in which I'm in charge of, and the coaches and their families. I'm a caretaker of this university's reputation in the academic and athletic arenas. But I want everyone to know that I can't do this by myself. I need the help of the fans, the students. I need the help of the community, the administration, coaches, and players. I need the help of everyone.
Scott Stadium is the home of Virginia football. The last practice of training camp is a scrimmage designed to be a dress rehearsal for September 4th.
Good day today. Let's go. Let's go.
You know where we at? Y'all know where we at? Y'all know where we at?
There's something special about being over here. We don't practice on it every day like some teams around the country. It's a real good feeling to be out here and feeling this good grass.
Number 13 cornerback Chase Minifield has played in a lot of games over his career at UVA, but started only 3. On September 4th, the experience of being a full-time starter will be a relatively new one.
You gotta love this.
Fortunately, it's a relative that prepared him for his new role. His father, former NFL Pro Bowl cornerback Frank Minifield.
Shorten it. Don't turn your hip. Being a defensive back in college or in pro football, the one thing that's going to save you your butt is your footwork. There it is. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Now Chase puts his father's lessons into practice. Another trait Chase picked up from his dad, talking trash.
Now we can't have that. That's how we shut it down.
If you ask players on the team, they'll probably say I'm a yapper. I like to have fun out there.
Boy, that's glue, boy. That's glue out here. That's glue out here.
But when Chase does get beat, the field suddenly gets quiet.
Nobody said this was gonna be easy.
Chase doesn't get beat very often. Playing the position is a source of personal pride, and he thrives on the one-on-one challenge of shutting down an opposing receiver.
Corner is, I tell people, is one of the hardest positions in in probably sports to do, because you're reacting to everything that somebody else is doing. So they got the upper hand. So we're at a disadvantage at all times. To shut somebody down is probably one of the greatest feelings in the game.
While Chase is putting the finishing touches on his game, number 53 linebacker Steve Greer has spent training camp fighting his way back into the starting lineup. Following an all-conference honorable mention season as a freshman, a high ankle sprain early in spring practice sidelined Greer and cost him his job.
Coach just wanted me to come into camp in shape and ready to compete. And I knew a lot of things I would see would be seen for the first time. So the main thing is just watching a lot of film, correcting mistakes after the first time you make them, so not making the same mistakes over and over.
Greer may be out of practice, but he still has a nose for the ball.
Stephen Greer played very well last year. There's no question about it. He's had, I think, a really excellent fall camp. Faster than what we thought he was. Faster than he played last year because he's thinner and he's able to run.
The summer of hard work is starting to pay off as Greer is back to sharing reps with the starting unit.
We're just looking forward to the first snap. Can't wait to see everybody out here and all the fans out here and be ready to go. It's going to be a good time.
With the sound of a whistle, the scrimmage is over and training camp comes to an end. Hard work still remains before the first game, but the first chapter of the 2010 season has been written. Training camp is in the books.
1, 2, 3, go!
It's a sure sign that camp is over. Players moving out of their team hotel and into their college housing. For freshmen, their first dorm room will mark their first extended time away from home.
There you go.
Even for football players like quarterback Michael Rocco, getting settled in is a little easier with a little help from Mom. Sort of.
That's the way I would do it, but I'm gonna let him be a big boy.
We can fix it later. For all the freshmen, this is new to us, so I mean, it's a hot day today. We're all sweating it out, but we're getting it done, and I'm almost all done here.
From one dorm that houses a freshman quarterback to another that may hold the future of Virginia's ground game. 5'8", 195-pound running back Kevin Parks, whose roommate is 6'6", 350-pound offensive tackle Morgan Moses, is one half of a very odd couple.
Me and Big Mo.
Virginia's upperclassmen have given the peculiar pair a peculiar nickname.
They call me and Mo Shrek and Donkey. That's what they call us.
They may be big-time prospects, but they still have typical freshman accommodations, right down to the white walls, box fans, and twin-size beds.
He already got his bed to the window. I see, because I guess he's going to try to get all the air, try to steal all the air from me. I think his feet might be hanging off.
But what it lacks in extravagance, it makes up for with an inspirational view.
See old Sweet Scott Stadium, where it goes down, September 4th.
First-year move-in day culminates with the Welcome Week concert. It marks the first time that the first-year class will come together as UVA students. In 2010, this tradition also heralds the start of a new era. For Virginia's class of 2014, it's their first taste of school spirit. The highlight of the evening comes when the first-year students are fired up by their first-year head coach.
How we doing out there? Let me tell you something. It's great to be back. It's great to be in Charlottesville, the best school in the country. Two Saturdays from now at the stadium, I want everybody in the house, rocking the house 2 Saturdays from now. Get ready to scream and yell and because I need you. You with me? One more time, let's get that clap going again. Feel the energy, feel the vibe. It's coming. Charlottesville, something's coming. It's coming. Let's go again. Here we go.
The countdown has begun. Game day is 14 days away. With a new direction comes new hope and renewed excitement. For a team being built brick by brick, the support of the student body provides the mortar in the building of a program. Next time on Virginia Football, the building of a program.
Next Saturday, this time, this place is going to be full with people all over the place. All right? All over the place, everywhere you look. We got to take our level of play up to another level, another notch, okay? We've had a great camp. Okay, we've had a great camp, and camp is over. Now it's time to get ready to go because now they're going to start keeping score.